All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, my thing is not working. What is going on there? My Stream Deck broke. Stream Deck. What happened? Can't press the buttons and change things around. Let's see. Let's do. I'm on the wrong. I've got everything all jacked up. I'm on the wrong page. All kind of shit going on. There we go. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome in to the big show, the last show of the week, the last show before we get to Craps for the Cure. So, I thought today what we would do is sort of make today about Craps for the Cure, and I'll kind of give you a little bit of a preview of what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. Couple things first. I see some questions out here. Let me just get the quick questions. Ken says, did I ever do anything with that Fat Johnny channel? Not yet, but I will. The interesting thing about that channel, Ken, I want to show you something. Where is it? Right here. I know we don't love the guy, but Michael Shackelford wrote a book called Gambling 102. He has one called Gambling 101, which basically is that channel. Like, I was going to do this channel called Fat Johnny's Ultimate Guide to Gambling way back as a joke channel, right? Just to piss off the math guys. And just basically say, look, here's the one way you play craps. It's past line max odds. And just make one video and that's it. One video on blackjack and one video on Bach, and just be done with it, right? Have like one channel with 4 videos, and as a joke was what I was going to do with it. And I still may do that, Ken. I want to do that kind of as a, sort of it is kind of the truth, right? It's like, here's the low house edge way, just do your thing and be done with it. All the rest of the channels are bullshit. I may still do it, but I found out after we had that funny conversation a few years back that Shackelford wrote this book called Gambling 102 that is exactly that. There's one chapter on every single game. Like, here's the blackjack chapter. It's literally 2 pages long. The blackjack chapter is 2 pages long. He just says what the house edge is, how you play it, done. And there's like nothing else in it. Basically, he wrote the book that's that channel. But I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Don't unsubscribe. Be my one subscriber, if you would. Ron, happy hump day. It's hump day for you all. It's Friday for me. This is my last show for the week. My last day of work for the week. I actually packed last night, believe it or not. I got all my cameras packed, all the wires packed, everything packed. I'm ready to rock to Vegas here tomorrow afternoon. We're leaving about noon, and it's gonna be on, guys. So, all right, here's your short version of the bridge, and one of the things we'll talk about here in a minute is the long version of the bridge that I want to get you through. But the bridge concepts are this, and it's born of a couple things, right? It's born of, number one, people are dumbasses, and a lot of people are kind of gullible. You watch a bunch of crap on YouTube, you think that that's the way to win because somebody says it, and you go out there and you burn your bankroll, right? YouTube's great for teaching you basics and seeing some cool stuff to try, but it's not good for, like, here's the long-term life-changing strategy. But people get sucked into it. So I always show the slides. I want you to kind of filter what you hear me say and other people say through the lens of all this stuff, right? Understand what your bankroll is, what it's capable of, what you're willing to put up there at risk, right? That's a big part of this whole thing. You cannot go out there and do a $10,000 black chip ladder if that's your mortgage payment, right? You just can't do that, right? David talks about identifying opportunity. I look at opportunity in 2 ways. One, opportunity to get the hell out when you're up. 2 is when you lean into a hot situation. But you got to be able to identify that, right? That's a professional style gambling, right? Understand when it's happening and what's happening and make the right choice. This is all about making the right choices, right? Have your goals, keep your emotions in check. That's all the thing, okay? All right, let's get to it. Quick show here. I do want to talk about Craps for the Cure quite a bit today. So we're going to go ahead and switch the screen. I'm going to get my face off the screen. We're just going to show you some stuff. Not that one, this one. Look at that. Look at that fanciness. All right. Craps for the Cure is September 12th, 13th, and 14th. Now, the 12th is my birthday. Okay, we're not doing anything official other than the private table. So if you've bought a ticket to the event for $100, folks who buy the tickets for the event and are going to be there at the event in person get a couple of cool things, right? One, attend that private table with us. We're going to have a private table at Palace Station Friday night and Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Of course, you can hang out with the crew. We're going to be at CQ Casino Quest all day, Saturday from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and Sunday 10 to 7. You can be there in the facility, practice on the tables. If there's openness, you can use it. Okay. There's going to be this series of events we're doing called Play With Me, and I will I'll describe that more in a minute, but Play With Me is going to be a deal where I will, or Ian will, or maybe Jen will, or maybe Ryan from Mark the Point. Somebody will throw the dice. Doesn't matter who it is. They're going to throw the dice for you. You will get to bet on those dice rolls live on camera along with one of us. So it might be Ed Robinson. It might be Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. It might be me. It might be Dennis, right? Somebody's going to bet with you. It won't be like a competition, but it's like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why are we doing what we're doing? And your chance to kind of teach the world the way you play, and we can watch you play and kind of assess the table in real time. We're gonna do a few of those sessions. If you're there in person, you get to do that. So the $100 gets you a lot of cool stuff. If there's still time, right? If you still want to show up on Saturday, tickets are cheap, rooms are cheap. Get on up there at crapsforthecure.com and do it. Matter of fact, let me show you how to do this. It's very, very simple. On the website, crapsforthecure.com, there's a bunch of buttons up top, right? One of them is event tickets. If I click on the event tickets link, right, you'll see there's a way to buy the events. It gives you the dates up here. You can select your tickets for a 2-day pass. You're going to buy one set of tickets, click the button, and off you go. You pay for your tickets. It's very simple. We made it very easy for you. So that's it. If you want to come. Here's the schedule, by the way. Schedule is a little bit fluid because I got some people coming in and coming out, but we're going to kick it off like this. I'm going to go with Lori from Craps for the Cure, along with Ed, different Eddie, who's a veteran, who's bringing his dog with him. We're going to get to meet a service dog and watch some of what the dog can do. We'll ask Eddie how the dog helps him, how we got involved with the charity, all that stuff. So we're going to get to meet a dog. So that's going to be great. Ed Robinson will be there. He'll do the first Bet on Me segment, right? We're going to have me throwing probably, Ed making fun of my rolls, and also Ed making bets, and maybe with one of our subscribers. That'll be a great session to kick things off. This part here is where it gets a little bit fuzzy. David may not be able to do the noon segment. I talked to him yesterday. They've got a bunch of people out that are out sick. So him and Alex are doing all the lessons over there, so they're kind of busy. He may not be able to do the noon segment. 1 o'clock is also a TBD, as is 6. I'll tell you why 6 o'clock is TBD. But we know that Matt, who's here in chat today, Dice Data, is going to be there with us. We're going to do a session with Matt. I haven't talked to him about timing yet. So one of these TBD sessions will be Matt and I talking nerd about statistics and data and what he does and all that, and how his analysis can help a player. And so he'll be on there. So either at noon or at 1 or at 4 o'clock on Sunday, we'll have Matt with us, and we'll kind of talk through dice data, what all that means. We will do a segment later on called The Secret Sauce. I've done my lecture on the secret sauce with you all here, which is a little bit of Johnny Special blend, a little bit of grind to get ahead, a little bit of lean in hard to go deep into a roll. So there's a lot of the way I view the crap secret sauce. We'll have everybody at the table with us talking as a group about that. It won't be just me lecturing. Bo Parker comes in at 4 o'clock. He will do another Bet on Me where one of us will roll. Bo will make fun of the shooter. Bo will bet with one of our subscribers, and you'll get to basically have like a live betting lesson with Bo, which is fantastic. That's gonna be super fun having him in there. And again, if you're there in person, this is the kind of thing you get to do, right? David will come back at about 5 o'clock, I think. Again, pending his staff, right? This may get moved to Sunday. We'll see. But we're gonna do a bridge workshop live, probably 2 hours worth of me and David talking about all the tenets of the bridge, whether it's bankroll, risk, opportunity. We see things largely the same. We view a couple things differently, so it'll be a good conversation to give you a good 2-hour look at what the bridge really means. That's Saturday. Sunday, it's going to be, again, I'll open up with Coffee and Craps. Mark the Point and Brian from Holy Roller will do a Cruising and Craps segment. Let's talk about comps, cruising comps. We'll get on the table. We'll show bets. We'll talk about ways to play that can up the comps. Jen may chime in a little bit and talk about why playing for comps doesn't make sense. We'll see. But that's going to kick off Sunday. We have Garrison in town. We have Nick Fava from Ellis Island again. He's going to talk to us about craps, the kind of players that casinos don't like, and what 2025 Vegas really is all about. Heavy and Gargoyle are going to join on Zoom and interview each other for an hour or so, maybe a little more than that. We'll close out with another Bet on Me session and the full crew for our first Craps Chat Live. It'll be a season 4 kickoff of Craps Chat Live with everybody in the room being able to ask questions of the panel. So there won't be a call-in panel, but it'll be people in the room raise hands and ask questions, and we'll close it all out. That's going to be that's the schedule, of course. And if you've bought tickets, then you are welcome to join on in. Okay. Next, I want to talk about this funding the dogs directly thing. So also on the website, the next button over says Dog Training Fund. What this is really cool. We've never done this before, and it's unique for this year because we were able to purchase over the last 2 years 2 dogs. One named Moochie, named after our good friend Chiro from Mid-Mo-Yo, who passed away a couple years ago. One named Pearson, who's named after Ed Robinson's son, who unfortunately we lost last year. These dogs cost about $25,000 a piece. We raised enough money the last 2 years to buy a dog that's currently in training for the veterans. This year, we had the opportunity to pay for those 2 dogs to go through their training. So if you want to fund the actual dogs, right, the way that this works is this. You come to this page here. You can buy them food, vests, the mats, the vitamins, the poop bags, the crate, their leashes, all the supplies they need, their vaccinations, treats, the neutering, all the things. Each one of these, and you click the little arrow, it says there's 96 remaining. So that means we've sold 4 bags of food. I can tell you that right now. This will tell you how many are left. When they're sold out, and you can't buy them anymore. The item will just be gone off the list. Okay. So you can fund, and this is good for if you have a low budget. If all you've got is $60, then put the cooling vest up. If all you got is $30, buy us a mat, right? These go directly to these 2 dogs. Every dollar raised here goes right to these 2 dogs, and it goes right into their, however they earmark them. That's where it's going. So this will actually bring the dogs almost all the way home. What's not on this list is the service dog. I got to pull this off the list. The service dog training. Okay, they need about 4,000 hours of training, or 400 hours of training between them. They get about 20 hours of training a week for a couple of years. That's about $100 an hour for training. Now, what we decided to do is not have the training here on this page. Rather, there are 2 other things we can do to help fund the actual hourly training of the dogs. See, one of them is going to be through a series of raffles. Okay, the raffles this year are going to be easy. And I'm going to move the screen forward here. There's the dog. The raffles are going to be simple. We've got a couple of things that you can raffle. You can buy and raffle. One is going to be, let's see. One is going to be the iconic felts from Gargoyle. Now, if you go to the raffle page here, you're going to click on the felts. You'll see that Gargoyle has put up 3 felts. He's got one from the Aladdin, traditional craps from the Aladdin. He's got one that is, look at this old thing, from the Frontier Hotel, right? Long since departed. That's an original, like legit felt. And then he's got crapless felt from the Mirage, also about to go bye-bye in favor of a giant guitar. So these are felts that were played on in live casinos, will never be played on again. Those are $50 each for an entry. We're going to draw that on Sunday night. So you can put a $50 entry in to win one of these awesome felts. That's $50. These felts are worth thousands, okay? Matter of fact, the reserve on this is going to be $2,500. We're going to try and raise, all we need to do is sell whatever that is, 15 of them or something like that to get to $2,500. So that's it, okay? Let's get, or I guess it's whatever. How much is that? Why is my math failing me? 2,500 divided by 50 is 50. We need to sell 50 tickets for these things, okay? That's it. So $50 gets you a chance at a felt. You can buy 10 tickets if you want to, if you really love one of these things. These are very rare items, okay? The second thing you can raffle off is, or buy a raffle ticket for, is Access Power Crap. So Heavy Haltham is going to put up a full 2-day Access Power Crap seminar in your choice of Vegas or Biloxi. You learn tossing, betting, the whole thing from him and the crew, okay? Again, a reserve on that one of $2,000, $50 per entry. That's it. Nice and simple, right? Buy your raffle tickets for either one of those. You get a $50 shot at either a 2-day lesson with Heavy and the crew or an iconic craps felt. Those are fantastic. What will be added to this list, as you can see on screen here, Garrison has put up a super system. Matt from Dice Data has put up a full advanced craps analysis. It's worth $175, by the way. And Rich, last year, remember he made those custom cutting boards? He's made more cutting boards for us this year. So we're gonna put those up as well. So the super system, the Dice Data analysis, and the cutting boards will be available to you as well. We're going to really push those things out while those guys are talking. So when Garrison's on, it's all about the super system, right? When Dice Data, when Matt's on with me, it's all about his analysis, right? When we have Rich in there playing with the Bet on Me thing, it's all about his boards. So those will kind of come and go during the days as we're playing them out, but those are some things you can raffle off. Okay. Again, $50, 100% of this money, by the way, every dollar raised goes to the training costs. Okay. Each dog, again, it's about $100 an hour. Each dog does about 2 hours a day for 2 years. Every $50 effectively gets you half an hour of training for one of the dogs. Okay, so you buy 2 raffle tickets, you paid for an hour of training. Bingo. That's how this works. 100% of the money goes to the dogs. The last thing that we're going to have for you is this, which is kind of cool. The high impact items. I love these things. This is high impact items are going to be very much like what PBS used to do, where as many as you want to buy or as many as we sell, we're going to sell. Here we go. On the high impact stuff, we've got some big things. Coach Parker, okay? Every $1,000 donation, you donate $1,000, Bo Parker gives you a day of training, period. Go to Bo's house. You get to train with the dice coach, tossing, betting, the whole thing. He will do 50 of these. If 50 people put $1,000 up, he'll do 50 days worth of training. As many as people want to do, he will do them all. Okay? He did, I think, 15 of these last year, or 10, or something like some crazy number last year. As many as you want to buy, he's on it. Okay? The next big ticket one is a big one. It's $5K. Somebody wants to put up $5K, you get a full experience with David and Alex. Okay? That means getting picked up at the airport. That means coming to Casino Quest. That means training with them on the tables, learning the games, working bets with them, going to dinner with them, playing at the casino with them. It's a full experience with those two. They're going to give up each of them a full 8-hour day to be with you. Okay. Next one is CQ Nexus, the app that I'm running. Full access to the whole thing. The app and the CQ Nexus website, full access forever, $100. That's worth a lot more than $100. Let me tell you something. The app itself that people are buying will be $100, and that'll be like a renewal kind of a thing after they get the networking thing, and that's going to be the whole deal, right? David and Alex also put up as many people that want to pay $500, as many of you that do, full access to the online training courses for all the games, craps, roulette, black, you name it, all the games, all the courses. There's like 190 something videos out there that are all the actual dealer training that people are paying for, free, $500. If you go to 1,000, you can choose Bo, or you can choose to do the dealer training course, the full course, and come into Casino Quest and do your audition live with David and Alex. They will actually audition you live. So these are the high impact ones. As many people as put up $1,000, they'll do all the trainings. As many people put up $500, you can have all the access you want. Many people put up $100, you can get all the Nexus access you want, right? We'll just do all of it. So no limit here, except for this one. This one has a limit of 1. There's a one person limit on the first $5,000 one that does that. There you go, right? There's lots of ways to help. You can come for $100. You can buy dog training supplies for as little as 30. I think the poop bags are $15 if that's what your budget allows for. That'd be fantastic. Let's get all the supplies bought, right? For $50, the raffle items are amazing. They're amazing. The one-of-a-kind casino felts from Gargoyle, a chance to be 2 days with Heavy and the Axis Power Craps team, right? Unbelievable value for a $50 raffle ticket. If you want to put bigger money up, go to High Impact, right? Buy a day with Bo. Buy yourself some casino dealer training. Change your career if you want to. And of course, we'd love it if you bought some merch. The merch store is great. We got patches. We got this awesome freaking mug. Look at the mug. The mug is great. The mug has got the logo on it, right? We've got the hat. We have a whiskey glass, right? The whiskey tumbler with our logo on it. You've got the sticker for your laptop, and you've got the shirt that I'll be wearing at the event. My favorite kind of shirt, my baseball shirts, right? Again, these don't make any money. The mug, I think, for $16, I think the mug makes us $1.50 or something, whatever it is. So these are just cool to have. They're not really going to help that much, but there you go. That's all the stuff. Okay. So I think this year, donations, I think, come back to my face, if you don't mind, are easy this year. The goal this year was to make things easy for you, right? If you come, you come. If you have a low budget, do the dog training. If you have a big budget, do the high impact stuff. If you want the raffle, $50, right? That's it. And again, we'll feather in the Garrison Super System. We'll feather in dice data's full thing, and we'll try and raise those things up. And again, I want to make them contextual. So when Matt and I are talking, we're gonna be pumping that raffle. That raffle is gonna be hot during that time, right? And we'll actually probably draw it during his hour. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. And again, the schedule, I'll go back to it one more time. I want you to see the schedule one more time. Let me go back over here just to review things. It's going to be a little bit less interview heavy, right? Of course, I'll talk to Lori, right? Ed and I are just going to play and talk while we play, right? When David does his thing, it's going to be David. When he does home dealing, we're going to all be around the table learning how to play with chips. He's going to show us the 6 to 60 drill, right? That we'll all do together. So it'll be more and more interactive, right? The play with me thing. The only time I'm really going to do interviews really is when we're doing the crap secret sauce and me and David, right? The next day there is 1, 2, 3 interviews in a row, or actually 4. But really these two are going to drive it. Heavy and Gargoyle are going to drive their interview. I'm going to be kind of stepped out of it and let the group and the people in the crowd ask questions of who's there. Much more interactive than we've ever done it before. So there it is, folks. I hope that looks like a fun weekend. I cannot wait. I can't wait to get there and start doing it. Kathy and I arrive tomorrow night late. I think our plane gets in at like 8 or 9, something like that. So we'll probably do our thing, and then we'll be at work at Casino Quest all day Friday. I'm going to be with Craig from Old Bay Craps on Friday, all day at Casino Quest, or well, some of the day, getting cameras set up and getting all the sound checks and everything else done so that we can just kind of hit the ground running on Friday, or on Saturday rather. So I think that's it that I wanted to talk about with all this. I'm actually going to refilm this later on today and do these as short little videos as like little ads. But anyway, there it is, guys. That is Craps. That's Craps for the Cure preview. I hope that you're all excited about it as I kind of am. I mean, I cannot wait. I can't wait to get there and get this thing going and see how much we can do. And I can tell you, by the way, I'm not sure if you saw the tote board there. Let me go one more time. Let's go to the tote board. The browser, .com/tote board. Look where we are already. We are at, why is my camera not showing up? That's always fun. My camera broke over here. The tote board is, look at this. We have 50K raised, or 50K is the goal. We have $4,400 raised already. How about that, right? We've already got almost 2K in training costs covered. We have a bunch of donations already. We've sold 450 in the raffle already. No high impact items yet, but those will start going soon. And of course, we have 13 people going besides the crew, which is fantastic. So we're on our way. I know there's another pretty good sized donation in the hopper that's been sent in. So this number will change. This will be shown throughout the event. You'll always know where we are, what our goal is. So anyway, there is that, guys. There's that. Let's go back over here. And let me chat for questions. I know there was a chat was going a little bit while I was talking. Let me let's check the questions over here. Hold on one second. Let me see. I'm just gonna run through it real quick. So just give me a second while I kind of scroll through here. I know I'm reading as I talk, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Getting to meet you in person, and we'll also we'll talk a little bit about too. People don't know this probably, but you're going to be involved with the Nexus app a little bit. So we'll talk about your role in the Nexus app and how that's going to start playing out. Yeah, we have to have a meeting about that too, by the way, because I'm this close to being it. I've been so focused on the event that I haven't done a whole lot of work on our thing. But yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. Dan, no, the video I have not been able to view yet. It was set to private. I'll try again though. Skill, the update in the room behind me, my craps table room. I can show you actually. Hold on a second. I think I've got. Give me a second here. Let me find it. Let me go here. Give me a second to find it. And let's see. I gotta find the picture. So hold on a second. I'll show you the update. The hell. Hold on. I gotta find it. Where's my picture of the thing? Chris, Jeff, and Don, message with Dylan. There we go. Aha, there it is. Alrighty. Let me show you this, guys. I'm gonna give you a little slide in over here. Let's go back here. I think you can see this. Can you see that? I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's the new felt. It's almost done. Couple things of note here. I'm not sure I'm loving the hands yet that are holding the table up. I think it's pretty cool. Um, I love the color. It's Kelly green. It's Eagles green. Um, it's got the fist, of course, in the com. There's a little bit of texture on the outside, which I may get rid of the texture. I may make that a flat black. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we're going to go green this time. I think green will show up better on camera, frankly. It'll pop better with the chips. You'll see the black chips a little bit cleaner than you can now. So I think it's going to look really cool. I'm almost done with the design. As you know, we're changing the name of the channel from Pro Craps to probably Casino Gaming Lab. So I'm going to put the logo here in the middle in this section underneath the hot bets. So yeah, when I finalize that, which is it'll happen pretty soon. I'll finalize that thing pretty soon. I'll order it. It takes a week to get here, and then I'll put it together, and then that's it. So that's going to be that'll be a thing hopefully really soon. Let's see, Randy C Friday. This is gonna be great, man. I can't wait. No PSO. The plan for the YOLO event. I've not done a YOLO, but maybe we should. Maybe I should earmark. Maybe we should do that at the private table. Let's do a YOLO. All right. You're locking me in. I'll earmark a $64 for a YOLO, and what we'll do is during the private table, I'll YOLO for the troops. Right? We'll put the YOLO out there, and for every shooter, they'll get one roll where it's the YOLO's hot. And whatever that thing wins goes to the charity. How about that? We'll do that. We'll do a thing. We'll make sure we donate all that. 100% doing that. Let's see. What do the dogs need other than food? So the dogs can, if you go to the website, the dogs are going to get food. They need collars. So they go through like 2 or 3 collars because they grow. They're puppies now, so they grow. They get the different size collars. They have training harnesses. They have these mats these special mats they lay on to calm them down. There's the crates, and there's again each dog goes through 3 crates because they grow, and there's all sorts of things. There's like poop bags and everything else up there. So all the vitamins and you can buy their doctor visits and that kind of stuff too. They kind of plan for like I think 4 visits a year for each dog to the doctor. So those are planned like $125 a piece. So that's where all that money is earmarked for. And again, the website, you can go buy each one of those things. All right. Yes, you should always go to Vegas. There's never a day where the answer to that question is no, BDT. The super system is Garrison and John Patrick's system of gambling. They call it the super system. It's a combination of the way that Garrison sets the dice, the way he bets dark side. It's a lot of John Patrick's theories codified into a system that they I think he sells it for like $135. If I'm not mistaken, the super system also comes with a thumb drive. Remember the old thumb drives? The thumb drive has every John Patrick video on it. Like all the VHS stuff is on that thumb drive that he ever did, plus his old show episodes. So for that alone, it's worth the money because John Patrick is a great watch. So yeah, you get all of his VHS tapes plus the old cable show, all that on the thumb drive, plus the system. So that's what all that is. Let's see. Oh, there you go. We're going to get to our 10% goal. Dan, you're the man, dude. I love you. Yeah, that's so awesome. All right. Turn the cup of mugs. I did. I turned it around. Jen's buying everything. That's awesome. I love it. Yes, the advanced simulation, and you'll talk about this during your segment for sure what that is. That's why I want to have you on if we can do it on like early Saturday, so that it's kind of a live all weekend. We'll get it kicked off while you're talking. Is kind of the thing. Let's see. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. You know what's funny? The inspiration quote from the other day. I've gotten a lot of comments on this one. Right, and I love this here. If you have 1 foot in yesterday, 1 foot in tomorrow, you're going to piss all over today. That's a great way of saying what I've been trying to say, which is live where you are, live where your feet are. Waylon wrote me. Lou wrote me. Who else wrote me? James Newberry wrote me. That quote from this week seems to be resonating with a lot of people, and I'm glad that I found one that's not necessarily funny, but it's a good one because some of these things are like you forget, man. It's so easy to forget. I'm glad that resonated. That's really kind of cool. So very, very awesome. Let's see what else. Jen says, yeah, I'm not sure of the skeleton hand. I'm not sure I like them. I asked them to do something cool, and they kind of did that. I'm like, I don't know. They're kind of neat, but I don't know that they work for what we're trying to do here. So anyway, more. You know what? I lost more weight, Jen. Can you believe? When you see me in person, you won't believe it. everybody. Only Jen, and this is TMI here, but Jen and Ian and Chris and Craig, all the guys that know me, right? When I met Chris and Craig the first time, it was before Ozempic. I weighed about 205 back then. Not that I was muscular, but I was a little bigger, right? Um, Now I'm weighing 170. I'm down to one. I lost 35 pounds. Look at my arms. My arm. Look how skinny my freaking arms are. Like I got nothing left over here. There's nothing. It's like nothing, right? My shoulder. This is a large shirt. I used to wear extra larges. Now I'm in a large, and it's a little loose on me, right? I'm just wasting away. I'm going to become that skeleton. It's crazy town. Probably better for me in the long run. I think my doctor says my ideal weight is 170. But man, I feel like a waif. I feel like I'm just shrinking into nothing. It's awful. Anyway, Randy, so let's do this. Because the wristbands were going to be given away at Casino Quest, and we obviously come to Palace. Come to Palace. Meet us at the private table, and I'll just make sure that you say hello, and I'll shake your hand. We'll hand it out, and that's how we'll do it. Just do it there. Same with you, and I'll send out email instructions to all the people that have bought tickets for how to get there, and I'll give you the address and the whole thing. I'll do that this afternoon. So, all right, I think that's everything. It's every question. We will broadcast the YOLO. So what's going to happen is this: at the casino, Ryan from Mark the Point is going to film the whole thing. He's got his GoPro. He's going to film the entire private table. He'll play some, but he's going to have the camera out and all that kind of stuff. So as we're doing it, I'll yell YOLO time. He'll come over behind me. We'll watch the bets go out there. We'll root for the shooter, do the whole thing, and we'll all freak out and celebrate. And then, so yeah, we'll film it every single time. What we're going to do with that is I'm going to take the video from the GoPro. I'm going to wrap it in the, what do you call it? In the layout here with the logo and stuff on it. I'll render it out overnight. In the morning, I'm going to start the broadcast by playing that for 2 hours. So we'll put that on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that'll play live on the live stream before the event starts. So you'll be able to watch the entire private table the morning after it happens before the show. So that's the plan if it works out. Rendering can take a while. So hopefully, cross your fingers that works. That's the plan, is to have Ryan film it. I'll render it out. In the morning, I'll start the broadcast at 8 a.m. with the live table review from the night before. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll get the show started live. And so you will see the YOLOs. You'll see the ATS for the dogs. You'll see all the things. It should be super fun. All right. I think that's it for everybody. Let's review that quote. So coming up, of course, Craps for the Cure 2025. I will no more shows this week. No shows today or tomorrow. No shows Friday. We'll see you Saturday live. Next week, no show Monday, no show Tuesday. I'm still going to be in Vegas. Come back and we'll do a new series of shows starting Wednesday of next week. So we'll be basically out for a week from House Edge Live. All right. Let's see what else we have here. The quote. This is the one that seems to be resonating the most. Of all the quotes I've done, this one I've gotten the most feedback on. I love this one. Why is happiness so elusive? Because you look for it in the future instead of the present. I love that saying that we just saw. You have 1 foot in yesterday, 1 foot in tomorrow. You're pissing on today. It's a great way of looking at it, right? I like to say, be where your feet are. Enjoy this moment, right? Hug your family. You don't know when you're going to lose your family. Hug them. Anything can happen. Look at that poor lady on the freaking subway, right? Anything can happen at any time. You just never know. And frankly, don't hug your family because you're afraid something's going to happen. Hug them because you love them. Just love my family, right? I give my wife a hug all the time, right? I walk by, she's in her office, I give her a high five, and I give her a little, what are you doing? I'm like, giving you a hug. Why? Just because, right? You have people in your life because they're in your life, right? Love them all the time. Love them in the moment. Give them hugs. Give them all the love. All right. You all have a great rest of your hump day. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you live again on Saturday morning. In the meantime, God bless everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you. Bye.